I'm Tom from Do-It-Yourself Home Automation, and this is my review of the Swiffer Wetjet. So this is one of Swiffer's devices. It's meant primarily for cleaning hardwood floors and tile floors, anything where it's a flat surface. It wouldn't work on a carpet. You couldn't really use it on walls very easily like you can with a normal Swiffer. So it's really for cleaning dirt off of a hardwood floor. And the way that it works is that it's like a normal Swiffer, except it also adds on a wet component. So the pads themselves, which I've attached here, and you can see I've got a container of the pads. These are disposable, and they attach to the bottom of the Swiffer Wetjet using kind of like a Velcro attachment there. And these are actually wet. You can see there's a cleaning solution there. They come in a variety of different scents, and that goes on the bottom here. And then also, in addition to that, you've got this canister of cleaning solution on the back of the Swiffer Wetjet. And you can actually replace this, so you can buy new ones. And as I'll show in another video, you can even hack this to create your own cleaning solution. I don't really like the kind of strong scents that they have in the normal ones. I like to use something like Murphy's Oil Soap. That's a little bit better for people who are sensitive. So I actually create my own cleaning solution. It's easy enough to do. There's batteries that you insert in the front here. And what that allows is there's actually a little pump inside the device. And when you press a button, it sprays liquid out of the little holes on the front here. And that allows you to keep mopping for a long time period using the same pad on here, because even if it gets dry, you just basically shoot a little more water out in front of you and wets it again. So until this gets really saturated with dirt, you can actually keep Swiffering or mopping for a long time period. So I'll come up to the top of the handle here, and this is actually the button that causes that little spray to go. So I can push this, you can hear it activate that battery-powered pump, and it's going to shoot more of the cleaning solution out the front. So I'll show what that looks like. Press the button, you can see it creates a spray that goes all the way out in front of you, and then you can basically Swiffer or mop up over that spray. So I think it's great. It's really useful for cleaning, again, hardwood floors or tile surfaces. And really the problem I see with a normal Swiffer is that it picks up the dust, but if you have dirt, dogs tracking things in, if you're walking into the house after a rainstorm and you're tracking mud into the house, that kind of thing, that's pretty hard to get off the floor using a normal Swiffer. You really have to be mopping. But with a mop, you have to get the bucket out, and it's kind of gross. You're just spreading water all over, and the mop tends to dry out, so you're constantly walking back and forth. And I really think this does a good job of solving a lot of those problems. Because again, you have the disposable pad on the end of it, so you just put one on, use it until it's saturated, and then throw it away. And it does do a really good job of scrubbing on these hard surfaces, scrubbing the dirt up off the floor. And then the thing I really like about it is the spray of the cleaning solution, or in my case, my custom solution, because again, with a mop, it's really annoying to have to keep going back and wetting it again. And if you just use a wet Swiffer cloth on a normal Swiffer, it only lasts for a certain period, because then it dries out and then it's not really that effective. With this, because you can keep basically spraying more cleaning solution on, you can really use this to clean a whole downstairs floor or garage, and really just work with it until that pad becomes saturated and throw a new one on there. And it's just so much easier than trying to schlep a heavy thing of water around the house to do the mopping. So I was actually pretty impressed with this device. They sell it pretty cheaply. I think it's about $25 for the device on Amazon, and obviously they expect that you're going to buy both the cleaning solution and the pads, and that's a value for them over time. So they're probably selling the device at break even or even a loss, depending on how much it costs to make and ship, but then they're expecting you're going to load up on the cleaning solution and on the pads themselves, and that's probably where they make their money. So I'll show some other videos about specific ways that I use this. My only complaints with it, it's not great for picking up the kind of loose dust that a normal Swiffer picks up. It tends to just make that kind of clumpy and move it around. And also, if you have bigger pieces of material, so I've shown how to use this with pet bedding and that kind of thing, it can just cause it to clump up. So what I actually like to do is to Swiffer first with a normal Swiffer, and the electrostatic kind of aspect of that picks up a lot of that fine dust and even bigger pieces. And then I go along with this to pick up the actual dirt that's then kind of ground into the floor, stuck on the floor. And I find it's very helpful for that. So really, I think a great device, and for $25 plus the cost of some of the materials, It's just a really good value, and I like it. It feels more sanitary and just a lot easier to use. Super light, easy to carry around versus a traditional mop. If you found this helpful in any way, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps.